Good evening, everybody. Once again, I thought that I'd have a totally different video going on. Unfortunately, every time you turn on the TV or turn on the radio or anything, it's just more and more and more crap hitting the fan. I'm telling you, America is going to hell in a handbasket. And who's behind all this? Like, there has to be some kind of agenda to totally destroy us. I truly believe that personally.
Right.
I mean, here I think that, I am a homesteading channel. I've been trying to get into several different things to help people along as far as a little peek into what homesteading entails, and it just seems like I can't get there. I'm turning into a political current event channel, and that's something that I didn't want to do.
You can't help it. You got to talk about it.
You do. I guess that's all part of homesteading, is to be aware of what's going on around you, what's going to come around you, or what's going to affect you.
Unfortunately, you can't say what you actually want to say.
No, you can't.
And we know people out there are not stupid, okay, of what's going on and basically who's probably doing it. But it is being professionally done, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen already. They're strategically placing stone. They got block out. They're throwing stones at. I don't know, what was that? Was that?
Well, what he's referring to is the anti-ice protest.
Yes, I apologize.
In
California,
in LA, which they're totally destroying LA. And I do agree that it's not just people holding a protest. I think this is totally planned and orchestrated and funded by who?
I think we all know. Wait, we can't say it.
Well, this is a shame because we have freedom of speech, but we can't really exercise it.
Well, it's not that you can't exercise it. It's where we're at. They'll take it off. Because God forbid somebody actually hears the truth and goes, yeah, that makes sense. For people that aren't really paying attention to it, or, but you can't have this. I mean, you can't have, they're throwing stones.
Well, it's not only stones. It's not only.
That's not what I was talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're throwing stones at ice vehicles when they're going by.
Right. But it's not only stones. They found pallets.
I know that.
That are, placed in certain areas, and they're pallets of bricks. They're pallets of different kind of shaling stone that can be broken into smaller pieces. The protesters are being given gas masks
and earplugs.
Why?
And bottles of water, not the drink, to throw at vehicles.
Right. Why?
What I was trying to say is the one video, they're throwing stones at the ice vehicles. That's what I was trying to say. I know they have different types of things, but what was it, like 15 vehicles went by and they're whipping it at the windshields? They could have killed somebody.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, not one of them will be arrested.
No, and they're all on video, but they're all wearing masks.
Right.
I mean...
Yeah, it's weird, though, how they find out who people are, though.
Or will they?
And
that's just it, will they?
Like they're saying, the professionals, because they're all dressed in black, they're wearing masks. I mean, don't these people work? Maybe this is their full-time job, get paid to cause disruption. I don't know.
That's it. Are they being paid for this?
And you got people sitting back don't want to say nothing because now we're falling back to where we were the last administration. Nobody wants to say anything. Well, we all know what it is, okay? And I'm sorry, but you got some of these people that are killing women and children that just walk free, but yet when they try to do something about it and get them out of the country, all these people are bleeding hearts. Explain to me how that makes sense to you. What if it was your daughter or your wife? Tell me, how does it make sense? And these people are trying to keep these migrants here. They're not untouchable. What do you think is going to happen if it works out where they get more and more here? You think they're not going to do something with them?
Well, they're saying that over at the north border, there's millions of migrants who are just hanging out there. Why are they hanging out there? Are they going to be let into our country?
It doesn't make sense because Trump did away with. He canceled out the. Biden had that. What was it? I apologize. I don't know the initial CBP or something like that, where they were actually flown in.
Oh, you mean you're talking about that?
That's what they're there for.
Right, you're talking about that website.
Right.
What is I think I wrote it down. Hold on one second. Let me see. It's let's see. I did not write it down.
Well, most people know what I'm talking
It's
about.
initials, whatever they are.
The one Trump canceled it because the other administration used it to bring illegals in, fly them in, canceled it and used it for them to be able to self-deport. If they wanted to use it for that, they could sign up on that same site, but it was only for deporting themselves, not to come in. Well, supposedly there's 1 million of them standing at the border.
Yeah.
Just waiting for what? We don't know. The 14th. They're waiting for the 14th.
Evidently it's on June 14th, which is only a couple days from now.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to have, quote unquote, friendly protest. I think that was a cat. I hope it was a cat. Friendly protest. But it's over. Again, I wrote it down just so I would not be, let's see here. 50 states and 50 different protests in 50 different states. And believe it or not, one of them are right here in New Jersey. That's what I don't want to see.
Right.
I mean, President Trump is doing stuff. He deployed approximately 700 Marines over to LA.
Right, they're on standby.
They're on standby. And also, what is it, 4,000?
It was originally 2,000, and now they've upgraded to 4,000 National Guard.
Okay, and then you have the local police, and you have the ICE agents.
Right. Well, the ICE agents, I don't know how that works. I don't want to even get into it because I'm going to say it wrong. But, you know, I'm tired. I'm really tired. We've been listening to this for 4 years or more. You got somebody there that's trying to do right by the people, and they turn on him just because they don't like him. I could care less. I couldn't stand Obama. All right, there's the name. I can't stand Obama. But when he made president,
we gave him the respect.
Right, and I backed him. You got a man here who's doing everything he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
And he's handling it. He's got the right cabinet.
Yes.
And people just got to go completely nuts because they want to hear themselves talk and they want to see themselves do things. It's ridiculous.
They want to, in my personal opinion, now this is only my personal opinion, they want him out of office. Right. They want a civil war to ensure, which I'm sure that the way that I think that's what they want to see happen.
Right.
I mean, President Trump, okay, he wasn't a politician per se,
Right.
but he's one hell of a smart businessman. And what is America? It's a business.
People don't look at this, okay, because you got too much rhetoric going on. This man don't even have to be doing this.
No, he
right?
doesn't.
He could have been sitting wherever he wanted to, okay, even though he don't drink, he could be tossing them back, okay. If the last administration hadn't destroyed this country like it did,
Wow,
he would
yeah,
not
it
have
was
come back.
scary.
He said he would not have come back if
Yeah.
things were running okay. He came back to try to help us, and this is the thanks he gets. Continuous. These arrogant politicians, okay, they are so smug, and they take my money and do what they want. They don't do what we want.
Why can't they be held responsible?
They should.
Why can't every all right, who's LA? Newsom?
Newscom,
Right?
Newscom, yeah.
Newsom. He says Newscom.
Yeah. That's a complete idiot for you.
In your personal opinion.
I'm sorry, in my personal opinion.
But I think that, you know what? They should be held responsible. They should be brought to task. They should be made to answer what's going on in their state, their little part of the world. I know when you run a household, the parents, all right, if your kid does something wrong, who answers for it? The parents. All right, who? Yes or no?
Right. I mean, we could blanket cover this whole thing. Just go from the time he came down the escalator to the time he was going to court.
That was a shame. That was a disgrace and a shame what they did to that man. And it was, and then everybody that accused him was doing whatever they accused him of doing themselves.
Stepping on me, Silver.
Oh, sorry.
And that's
Well,
okay. It's okay.
It's just, karma's a bitch.
It just, everybody knows it. That's why he got back in, okay? That's exactly, and how he won, how he did, all right? You can't have 80 million people want somebody in there to run the country and then have a few other million that don't want him there that has control. I'm not talking violence. I never would. I don't believe in it.
No.
But they need to be taken out of that position.
How about the whiteheads?
They don't deserve to be there.
You know what I mean by whiteheads.
Yeah,
I
but
mean
it's just not whiteheads. It's rhinos too. And they don't deserve to be there because they're trying to work their own agenda instead of working for the people and doing what they see and know will work for this country. And it just pisses me off. I can't stand it. You got such stupid ass people. Stupid.
they're not very smart. I mean, you know, if they would only work with President Trump, which I don't think they want to. I think, you know,
No,
we
they don't.
have some very rich, psychotic people,
Psychotic.
literally scary psychotic people who want to see, oh, there's a spider. Yeah.
No more spider. I was thinking of somebody when I did that. Actually, a few.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And I apologize if
So-
I'm off color here, but I'm tired. We busted our ass today, and
Yeah, I mean, we work hard. We work hard for what we have. And I say to everybody, don't be afraid. You know, just prepare. Don't be afraid. But now I'm saying, what the heck? Like, should you be scared? You know, like, these these peaceful protests, they are not gonna be peaceful.
Wait, just look at LA. How you call that peaceful?
That they're still calling it peaceful.
Yeah,
They're still.
and we know who the idiots are that are doing that.
Well, this is what I'm saying. They should be called to task. I mean, look at them. Look at them. Just before I walked out here, to sit down and have a cup of coffee and try to calm down before I even
Right?
turn this video on, which I'm getting worked up again. I seen this. He had to be an illegal immigrant spitting on the American flag while it's burning on the
Right.
ground.
Right.
You SOB. Get him the hell. Would any other country let Americans come to their country and even become a citizen?
If you can't stay, they're trying to turn this country into their country, okay? But a better version of it. If you don't like our country, go back home.
Or, you know what? God bless you if you want to be in America.
Yes,
Do it the right freaking way.
for sure. I have no problem with that. No.
I mean, you're what? Your descent is American Indian.
Yeah.
Okay. Look what.
Oh, we were discriminated against to the hill, and it was our land.
Right. Right. Look at what your people went through.
Right.
Um,
Why?
Because it was over land, and that's when.
Here's the thing with me. Okay. I don't care. I really don't care what your opinion is. I know you don't care what my opinion is. All right. Doesn't bother me. I could care less. Okay. It's got nothing to do with that. What it's got to do with, open your damn eyes, use some common sense, look at what's going on, look at LA, tell me that's peaceful. Okay? Tell me what they're doing is okay. Tell me all them women that were murdered
by illegals.
MS-13s.
And not even MS-13s.
Yes. Most of them were.
You shouldn't have been in this freaking country. You did not come here the right way. Get out. ICE needs to pick you up by the seat of your pants and escort you to that friggin' wall and throw you over it. I gotta calm down.
You do, because you keep stepping on me.
Oh, well, it just, you know what? Everybody has a right to be in America.
Right.
But damn it to hell, do it the right way and leave people alone when you get here. Stop thinking that you're all king's crap. And by the way, that's what that's called. What is it called? I can't even think right now. I'm so freaking aggravated.
No kings.
And no kings. What is that?
I guess they're. I don't know. I don't even want to guess.
You don't want to even speculate. Neither do I. I mean,
no, people. I mean, come on. I mean, there's people that are going to watch this and going to go, yeah, I agree with you 100%. All right, and there's going to be people who go, no, Trump. I like Trump. All right, so let's destroy the country because you don't like one person that is doing everything they can for us.
Again, they're trying to put their foot on his neck.
Right.
Okay? When he got in, prior to Biden, he was new. All right? I don't think he's seen the evilness and the downright deceitfulness that they were going to put him through. This time when he came in, he was a lot more seasoned. All right?
Well, he's seen what it was.
He knew what they could do.
And he had 4 years to prepare.
Right.
They screwed up when they got Biden through, when Biden, we all know, lost. Okay? We all know those 11 million votes that got lost. Okay? We all know it was BS. But it worked out for us better because Trump had a chance to actually learn what he needed to learn to do what he's doing.
Oh, you're talking about the
2020.
Presumably.
No, they found him. It's not presumably.
Wow.
Look it up.
Yeah, do your own research. You know what? Do your own research. But also research this while you're at it, because if you want an America, if you want to be able to live your own life and speak your own mind, people got to stop this crap. Like, seriously.
No.
Not only that, I mean, and get the illegals out of our country. You know what? Let them try to come in the legal way. It's a pain in the...
And you know, the ones that came in the legal way are as pissed off as we are, because they went 10 years or whatever it was. They do it the right way, literally, to come here.
Right.
And these people just walk across the border.
Walk across the border. They were flown in on first class.
Wow.
I don't know if it was first class or not, but airplanes.
There didn't need to be any first class. It was all the same people. First class.
They were flown in on planes.
Yeah.
Really? By the dead of night. How sneaky is that?
I don't know.
I mean, in LA alone, I think there's approximately 10% of illegal immigrants in LA.
Mm-hmm.
10%. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot. And plus, then you got that 1 million plus waiting at the north border. Why? Add those two together. Somehow, some way, I don't know how, that they'll be able to get through. Was this the agenda all along? Everybody said, oh, well, you know, they're trying to get them in allegedly so they can get, so they can have them vote, to make it short. I don't think that is the whole agenda. I think, me personally, this is only my personal opinion. I think that there's a bigger agenda, and that's actually to destroy America. But you know what, you idiots, and I'm going to say idiot, you idiots, you're in America. Well, I don't care how much money you got.
Because they think they're untouchable.
Well, you know what? Once America falls, okay, then they're going to be after each other.
Right.
Okay, because nobody is going to be happy.
No.
You're going to turn on the little people. You're going to cause civil unrest. And you know what? It's like going to the movies with them. That wasn't the biggest thrill that I want. Oh, let's start trouble amongst our own.
Right.
I mean, we're getting like really ahead of ourselves, but I could see things going really, really bad, very, very quickly.
It's already bad.
I know, but much, much worse. I mean, you know, it's getting closer and closer to our home.
We're like in a third world country now. All right, you got people who are destroying crap in the streets. They're going after peace officers. Okay. Yeah, really. I mean, whatever happened to respect? Where the hell is the respect? It's out the window. I'm telling you, it's good against evil. I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. I mean, you might think, you know, all right, stop with the religious stuff, but no. If you ever even picked up a Bible, towards the end of time, it's going to be brother against brother. You know, just read. Yep. And I see that this is all coming to pass. You got to stop with that. I agree with you, but you got to stop or they're going to blow this right off. Nobody wants to hear about the Bible.
Well, you know what? I don't care. That's my own personal opinion.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? And on a different note, okay, you got the illegal immigrants who has to go through due
Process.
diligence, due process, instead of taking them by the seat of their pants and then dumping them over the wall the way they belong.
I got a question for you.
How about what?
I'm dumb because I don't even remember the guy's name. You know why? Because I didn't care about him. He was a dirtbag and deserved what happened to him. He was sent over there with where'd they take all them prisoners? Can't remember. Remember the government? One of the senators went over there and sat down and drank with him.
Oh,
See if he was okay. You know
that
what?
country.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right? All right. Most people know what I'm talking about. This jackass goes there with him. Who went?
Please watch your language.
Jackass?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Oh, okay. This guy goes there, and you just threw me off. Go ahead.
No, you were saying how, what was he, a mayor or governor or
No,
something?
he was in the Senate.
Oh, it was Senate. Yeah, they're trying to get him back.
But that wasn't the point I was making.
The point was...
They go, and then in Newark, they go check on these people. Where was they? Did they go check the families of the women that were murdered? Did they go, you know?
Who did?
Trump.
President Trump made sure he reached out to every person that was affected by all of these senseless, horrific murders.
And it's not like it just occurred. These people have been deported multiple times.
Yeah.
All these poor women and girls that were murdered could have still been here.
Yeah.
But the bleeding hearts of this country is the only one. They're just worried about their agenda. And it's ridiculous. You don't even think about the victims or the families of the victims. It's ridiculous.
It is. It's a shame. But it's getting closer to our home now with this whatever's going to go pop off on this June 14th. It's getting too close for me now.
Right.
All right. I don't believe in violence, but what are you going to do when you see a mob coming down your street? What do you do?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know. And it's not, there's not going to be any really help because they're going to be, it's just scary. It's scary. Not to mention, on a different note, what about the Chinese? All right.
Well, yeah, it's not just not just Mexico. It's all over.
Well, okay, they're smuggling in
yeah.
biological pathogens.
Right.
There was the one lady, I can't even say her name. It was like Jing Jong Jong, something like that. I don't know the name.
She was going to be a college student.
She was a college student, wasn't she?
Maybe. I thought this was her first year.
I'm not sure, and I'm not going to say,
Right.
I don't know. But they're bringing in, in simple terms, germs that are going to kill us. Like the one that caused the pandemic.
Right.
Well,
she had the, sometimes we don't, we get so ticked off. I mean, it's true, but we just can't think. But she brought in the one that could be put in the food.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. I mean, they, again, control the food, control the people. You want your people, okay, you want us depopulated? Start poisoning our food. I say poisoning, but
right.
There's more and more every single day that we're finding recalls on all kinds of our food. Not to mention what the stuff that they're putting in there even fruits and vegetables.
Right.
I mean, you know, do you want to eat something out of the store that possibly has some kind of something that's going to kill you or mutate your genes or, you know, give you something that's incurable?
Right.
No, you're scared to death. You know, and I always say to everybody, don't be scared, you know. It's getting crazy. This world is getting crazy and crazy and crazier by the day. And like I said, when I started my channel, I just wanted to give a little bit of insight of what we do and you know, our raising of our animals, our raising of our vegetables, our little homestead over here, and I can't get to it. I just can't get to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's so much, you know, so much going on in this world nowadays. It's just, it's scary. It's scary. And you wonder why people have panic anxiety.
Right.
You wonder why that people are up at 3 o'clock in the morning eating spaghetti out of the refrigerator with a ranch dressing
That you didn't even like.
that I hated because I can't sleep.
Right.
I'm studying everything, and the more I study, the more anxiety I get, and you know, I'm supposed to be studying my herbs and you know, memorizing my tinctures. Again, I have yet to do a video on tinctures. I have yet to do a video on the garden. I've been saying for months and months and months now, I want to update you on how well
It's going well.
it's a jungle out there. And it's a jungle out here
Right.
in this world. And that's what's scary. So I won't keep you, and I'm sure, I mean, when we have another late night, it's probably near,
It's past midnight.
it's past midnight again, and as you can see, we're drinking coffee and discussing what's going on. And on a little side note, happy pre-birthday to President Trump,
Yes. Definitely.
which, by the way, is going to be June 14th. And that's also what, Flag Day too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how ironic is it that our president cannot celebrate a peaceful birthday?
They're not going to let that man be until he's out of office.
Well, I hope to God and I pray to God that that man has the strength. And now let me tell you, he has some.
I've
never seen a person like him in my life.
My God.
The more they try to do to him, the stronger he gets.
He's like the Iron Horse.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah. With the garbage trucks and stuff like that. That was funny. Like, wow. That was hilarious. But I just pray to God that he gets where he wants to be before the end of his terms. And after that, who knows? Maybe we'll get our vice president there as president. You never know.
Well, that's what they're worried about. Because they know if he succeeds, which he's doing, and he's moving at a fast pace, so they can't keep up with him.
Super pace. God bless
not
him. Yeah.
giving them time to try to pull anything.
Yeah.
So, but they know if he pulls off what he's aiming to do, the next one in line is going to go in. And they're worried that they're not going to get it back. Which they well should be. But
well, it's
we'll
just,
see.
it's scary. It's just scary. And all of this is our personal opinion on
Exactly.
the way of the world. I mean, if anything on this video has piqued your interest, make sure you go look it up for yourselves. Because Believe me, we're just two old people sitting here drinking a cup of coffee.
Cranky old people.
I'm not cranky.
And I do.
And my arm hurts.
I do apologize for my attitude. It's just I feel the way I'm talking about, but I'm not meaning to put it out the way I am. But it's just, I'm done with it. I'm really done with it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not good. We didn't live this long on Earth to have to witness stuff like this. And
no, what my grandchildren and your grandchildren are going to go through.
I was just going to say that. Is there going to be an America if these evil people, whoever they may be,
Right.
you don't know.
No, sure.
You don't know who they are.
Sure.
So, you know, you could say they, but they is a general statement. They can be anybody.
Right.
Well, nowadays they can be anybody.
Don't start that one up. Don't. I've been done with that for a long time. Yeah.
What does my shirt say? My pronoun is oh, I can't say it, never mind.
Yeah.
But anyway, just please be careful out there. And you know what? Just as a precaution and we're feeding right into this now. Ooh. But on June 14th, if you have to go out, go out. If you don't, stay at home. Grab a book. Put your feet up. You know,
Well, you grab a tablet, not a book. Nobody barely reads books anymore.
I do.
Okay.
I have tons. By the way, my next video, I have 2 videos and I'm trying to get to you. One is my library, which I am building because you never know when the internet's going to go down.
Right.
You never know what's going to pop off. And I have my library.
Mm-hmm.
I have my oil lamps, I have my library, and I have my vibrating chair that helps my back. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to...
How are you going to read if the chair's vibrating?
Oh, the chair's not going to vibrate.
Everything's going to shake. The words will be going like this.
Well, it's not going to vibrate if we have no electricity.
And I ain't sitting behind there going...
Anyway, just please try to be careful. If you do have to go out that day, you know, you never know what's going to happen. Any day, you never know what's going to happen.
And before I forget, for whatever reason, we should have. But if we don't get a video out before the weekend, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yes, happy Father's Day. God bless you. And you know what? Even if you're a woman, happy Father's Day. I know that I was a mother and a father to my children.
I know what you meant. Sure.
Yeah. And just have a happy day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he or she.
And it's a shame you got to say that anymore. You used to just be able to say it. Now, so you got to explain it.
Right. So, oh, there goes a big old beetle. Ugh. So,
Saddle them up, ride them, Sally.
yeah, right. But yeah, just always be aware of your surroundings. It's getting crazier and crazier every day. Please watch your back, or have somebody watch it for you. I've gotten to the point where I really don't go out by myself. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
And not to put fear out there, but maybe just think a little bit. Now, I would really be cautious about answering my front door. If you can see that it's nobody you know, I really wouldn't answer my door.
I answer my window.
What's the sense? You stand in front of a pane of glass.
Okay, but I'm also behind 3 massive dogs.
Well, you could open the door with them.
Oh, no, you can't. That's why I answer my window. I stick my head out, like, crack it and say, can I help you? And if I have no idea who they are, go through the gate quickly, because these dogs do not like people. But anyway, just please be safe.
Yeah.
And we'll be seeing you on our next video. Hopefully I can get you the videos that I want. In the meantime, have a great night or day. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.